Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'll be talking to you today about Paramount Plus's show Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 2, Episode 9. And let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay. Oh, wow. This episode was so much fun. I don't know how the writers do it. They managed to have fun and still keep the stakes high for the crew. And this was no exception to that rule. We got the crew, the Enterprise is going to examine, because they are a science vessel, this space fold, this basically like a fold in space. And they're trying to figure out what it is. It's naturally occurring, and where it came from, what does it do. We have measurements on it and all that good stuff. So they're going about that just fine, right? But it's getting them nowhere because they want to use this subspace fold to communicate faster with the rest of Starfleet because it takes so many weeks for a message to get out, and if they could get it there in just mere minutes or hours, that would be much better. So they're working on sending stuff through. It's not working out. Nobody hears them. And so the engineering lady suggests that they do a song, use music maybe as harmonics to get in there and see if you can transmit a song. In the process of doing that, Uhura picks a song because it's Uhura and Spock working on this. It does something to the fold. It sends out a pulse that affects the entire ship. People don't know what happened yet until someone spontaneously burst into song on the bridge. It is hilarious. I was like, oh my God. Are we finna have a singing episode? This is hilarious. Oh my freaking God. So yeah, that's what happened. So now everybody running around, bursting out in the song at heightened emotional states. So if you got a secret you don't want nobody to know of and you're trying to keep it hidden, chances are this new musical reality in which they were in, because it's quantum space-time slip thing, quantum time. So it shifted them into this musical reality where everybody's singing. I gotta say, I loved all the songs. They were great. Some better than others. Like, for instance, Uhura and Spock's solos. Oh my God, they were awesome. The lyrics on Spock's song were spot on. I loved it. And Uhura she smashed her shit. She did. I loved it. I was like, this is awesome. I could have did without security officer song, her song, moping about Kirk. It was like, okay, whatever, but it was fine. I loved Una's song, talking to her, telling her to express her feelings. I mean, several people had songs, and it was good. I enjoyed that. Chapel song when she about her being happy about going to the Vulcan Academy for this job program. I'm like, that was good, and everybody was dancing in 10 forward. I'm like, okay, this is cool. This episode was so much fun, but the stakes are they need to stop this, and they tried to get away from it, and they started ripping it open further. Then they tried to close it by taking a couple of particles out of there and see what they could do. Blew up half the crap. That didn't work. And then when they tried to send the pulse beam back through it to close it, it got worse. And then it started affecting the Klingons' communication systems, shifted them into this musical reality, which they were totally against. Totally against. And they figured out where this signal came from, and they like, y'all there? Y'all did it on purpose. We're coming to destroy that bad boy. But that Enterprise has already figured out that if they destroyed this thing, that it could literally kill everybody that's connected to it. So we don't need the Klingons coming to blow this up. So they got to try to fix this issue before the Klingons get there. They got about 2 hours. Uhura figures out that every time somebody bursts in the song, her and Spock have been trying to monitor what happens when the songs start, and they noticed that there was a spike in this energy level. And so Uhura figures out that if they get to a certain point, they can use that spike to break free from the musical reality and from the slipstream thing itself. So she had to figure out a way to get everybody on the ship. And when they said it, I was like, they got to get it that high? Everybody on the ship got to sing. It's everybody. And the captain left it to her to get everybody to sing. Because she is the communications officer. She is genuinely connected to everyone on the ship, even if they don't even know her name. Whew. And she managed to do it. She got everybody on the ship to sing, including the Klingons, because they showed up. Yes. And they got the number up, they burst free, and everything went back to normal. La'an, that's the security officer name. So she was dealing with her emotions with Kirk. She finally did tell him, not in song, I was so glad. And, come to find out, per Kirk history, that he has a girl, and she has a baby on the way, and she's at Starbase 1, and if he wasn't with her, might try to give it a chance, but he is currently spoken for. So, sorry, La'an. That was sad. I will give it that, because she, really did find somebody in that other timeline, Kirk, that really saw her for herself and not for her name. So I'm hoping that eventually somebody else will come along that she can take an interest in, because she is pretty hardcore. And who's going to try to eat through that wall she got up? I don't know. Whew. And then Spock and Chapel, boy, they got to have a conversation. He done decided he going back to straight logic because he can't deal with the heartbreak of her leaving. And I'm like, okay, long distance relationship, it's not impossible, but you guys got to actually talk about it and see if y'all want to give it a try before y'all just give up. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. We shall see. This was so funny. Even Pike ended up singing to his girlfriend in front of the crew on the bridge. That was hilarious, because they were trying to figure out where to go for vacation. This episode was so much fun. But they fixed everything, and everything is back to normal again, and I am so glad. This show, I gotta say, this is like one of the best Star Trek shows I've seen in a long time. It started with Discovery, and that was my favorite, but this didn't surpass Discovery now as my favorite. I love it. I will see you guys. This was the penultimate episode for the finale very shortly. In the meantime, have a great day.